Hello fellow traders, Paul Lemel, Big Kuna Trading Club. Got another stock here, OKLO, and we've had a few of the other nuclear stocks recently, probably in the last few months, SMR and NNE, and looks like it's OKLO's turn. We got a mid-cup TSS and a pullback into that cycle squeeze, and we'll break that down in the next minute. But first, before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Really helps us reach more traders like you and keeps you updated on our latest trading tips. Also, we're looking for talent, maybe someone who's not locked into their own way of trading and is open to exploring a new outside the box form of cycle-based trading, which we use to swing trade equities and day trade indexes, SPY, QQQ, and futures. If you have any interest in that, DM me through our social media or email me at paul@bigkunatradingclub.com and I'll give you more information. Okay, and looking at the current market rating, we're still hanging in there at A+. Excellent price trend action with the tariff news getting resolved in the USA. So looking pretty good. Still an A5, A+. Okay, looking at the cycles on the cup action on OKLO. We had a TM-1 cycle off that left-hand cup pivot. Now this was a deep retrace. You know, the pivot was up in that $60 area and pulled all the way back to below 20 bucks. That's a deep retrace. Typically, when you get a deep retrace like that, you're pushing the cycles way out here. The thing is, when you get a big move, deep retrace, but you get the cycles generally within that 3 to 5 month period, near the 85 to 100% plus on that, that's a real sign of strength, and it's a deuterium pattern. So basically you have a higher high in the cup on that TM-3 cycle, and this is a really strong pattern, so would not be surprised to see a huge gain out of here. The cycles again, TM1 1.5 month and TM2 3.5 month right there. Really didn't have much of a fractal set on that, but that is actually a TM2 right there at 3.5 months. And you get the TM3 a little bit inside that trend line, but it's there. Now we get the handle pullback. Again, all this is because of the strength of the price action. When you get a TM2 set and you don't get a couple weeks pullback inside of that, that's a sign of strength. So you got the breakout of the TM2, the 3.5 month, and you had higher lows retest of that. That's another sign. So you get a cycle-based price squeeze there. You get a cycle-based price squeeze between Cat 1, Cat 2. And so now Cat 2, Cat 3. So basically we're probably going to be looking at a breakout of this 75 PPP as the entry on it. Now if you scale it into, like I suggest, based on breakout of 5 bar high, breakout of 10 bar high, and breakout of a 25 bar high, you know, if you were looking at this pullback here, you'd be in right there, part 1, probably right there, part 2, and then above here, part 3, and so you'd be averaged in around that 63.50 or so area. So, you know, really good price action so far, and this one should continue up. When we get back, I'll break down some targets based on cycles. If you're unfamiliar with any of the trading terms I'm using, you can find our club lingo at bigkunatradingclub.club/lingo. Okay, here are some price targets based on the cycles. Again, we have the TM3 cycle off the lows. That's very common. It's probably 75 to 80% of the time or more we get that channel set on that. So TM3, and you can see that this is already strong. It already took out the north channel of the TM3. It's pulling back, retesting that line. But breakout of that would be TM3X target, about 120-ish or so, which would be a little bit less than 100%, maybe 80 to 90% from here. And if it hits the 2X line, around 160, it would be close to about 150% plus. Now, one target that looks like a pretty good target is the breakout of this price trough right here. It's in the $60 area, and 200% gains is pretty common out of these power cups. This is really a very solid momentum cup. So 2 times 60 is 120, plus 60 is 180, which is north of that TM3 2X. So would not be surprised to see it gun that How long it would take is the question. 6 to 8 months, quite possibly. Let's look at the left-hand cup is 4 months. Could do it in 4 months, but that's a lot of price to get up there. That's going through $120 or so. I would think further out, 6 to 8 months. This is July right now. I'd say potentially by early next year if this price action continues to act well. Again, OKLO, it's Oklo Inc. If you're interested in our trading style and want to join the club or get one-on-one coaching, head over to cycletradingtrading.com. Hope you enjoyed the video.